This is Athletes Lives Network, exclusive interviews. Today our guest, star basketball player Antwone Rogers, who competed at Warren Central High School, which is located in Indianapolis, Indiana. And he also played college basketball at Danville Area Community College, located in Danville, Illinois. How you doing, Antwone?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Doing great, man. This is a great opportunity for you to let people know who you are, get your face back out there in the game of basketball, and also, man, give us a brief history on how you got started in basketball, at a younger age, middle school, high school, college, and then what you want to accomplish now. So my first question is, just tell us about who you are and how you got involved in basketball.
Well, my name is Antwone Rogers. I got involved when I was very young. It started at a young age. I say maybe middle school. That's when I first started, around 7th, 8th grade. I could tell I was always good. I always had the talent to play the game, so I took it from there.
Okay. So, you have 3 other brothers. Did your other brothers influence you to play basketball? Who was instrumental in helping you play the game of basketball?
Really, it was all self-motivation. I just loved the game, so I woke up every day to get better and better, and that's what I did.
Okay. What peers did you compete against that maybe was at that young age probably better than you, who you wanted to beat, or was on the same level as you growing up?
I say that I competed with, Eric Gordon, Jeff T, guys like that. I graduated with class of 2007.
Okay. Now you mentioned them guys' names. Did you play AAU ball with them guys or against them? Or what aspects of your game did you compete against them type of guys?
Well, actually, yeah, I did play with them at one point in time. I played AAU ball for every year of high school that I could, besides my senior year. So I say I competed very good against them and with them being on my team.
Okay. Now, you talk about middle school. What middle school did you go to, and how did you perform in those 2 years of middle school basketball?
I went to Raymond Park. I performed very well. Was one of the always go-to guy, especially in middle school. So that's what they had me do in middle school.
So you was the go-to man?
Yeah.
Raymond Park. Now, you decided to go to Warren Central High School, correct?
Correct.
As a freshman. What was your goals in your freshman year? Because you came off a great career at Raymond Park Middle School. Now you're in the big leagues. Now you're a freshman at a known high school in Indianapolis, Indiana. Give us the viewers about your goals when you was a freshman.
My goal was to play varsity as a freshman. Come in every day, work hard, get better, show the coach that, I'm just more than just a freshman level player.
Okay. So how did your season end? Like, as far as record-wise, your stats or your performance?
I think it went fairly well. We made it to the state championship my freshman year. Fortunately, we lost to ALN. I won MVP my freshman year. Most assists, most steals.
So that was team MVP?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're a sophomore. Now tell us your goals. You're coming off that freshman season. You won team MVP, led the team in assists, scoring, steals. Now what is your goal as a sophomore at Warren Central?
My goal was as a sophomore was to start varsity, but it was fairly a guy in front of me. He was fairly good, so I waited my turn.
Who was that? I mean, cut you off. Who was that?
Anthony Rogers.
Okay.
And I waited my turn. I did my part, and I did it good. And after the JV season, I dressed varsity and actually got to start in sectionals against Arlington. They was ranked 3rd in the nation at the time. And I started, and it was like my first varsity game. So I was nervous, but he put me there because he knew I had the skills to get the job done at the point guard position.
Okay. So your sophomore year, you played JV as well and varsity?
Right.
Okay, so on a JV team, how did you perform?
I performed well. Performed very well. We only lost like 2 or 3 games. I won MVP that year also.
Now you just completed 2 years of basketball. On your freshman year, you had a great freshman season. You played hard as a freshman. You won team MVP. Your sophomore season, you dominated JV, and then you also had the opportunity to play varsity basketball, which really helped you out a lot. Now you're a junior. Now's the big stage. Now is your time to shine as a player. Now, what is your goals for that season?
Well, my junior year, my goals was to, take care of the ball, make smarter decisions with the ball, and just learn how to play possession for possession. Mostly that. We made it all the way to the sectional championship against ALN. Fortunately, we lost. They still had Mike Conley, Greg Oden, McPherson's, all them. We did fairly well. I was proud of us.
Okay. So what kind of offense did y'all run at Warren Central your junior season? And did that offense, did it really involve you heavily, or was you just the main person at point guard, really trying to get everybody else involved in the game?
I really was the main person who, I contributed when I did, I scored when I did, but I also was the captain and leader, get everybody in their spots and their positions, just make it easy for the other guys around me, basically.
Okay. Now you mentioned that you was the captain and leader, which is a big accomplishment as a junior. How did you, as the leader and also a friend to your teammates, manage all those personalities to form one good basketball team?
We did it fairly well. They actually encouraged me, to be more vocal. As a point guard, they wanted me to be vocal. So, either it was that or, don't play at all. So I stepped up to the plate, and that's what it was.
Okay. Now, as the team perspective, you guys played in the sectional championship game with Lawrence North High School. On an individual basis, what parts of your game improved? Was it your scoring? Was it your assists? Was it your defense?
I would mostly say defense and putting the ball in the basket, scoring.
Okay. So how many points did you average your junior season?
I want to say probably like 11.
11 points a game? Okay. How about what assists?
Probably like fairly 6.
Okay. Now, it's time for your senior season. You have a lot of things going for you. A lot of athletes, after having 3 great years of basketball, now, their senior year, now it's time to get recruited. You got schools looking at you, sending you letters. It's so hard as a senior to really stay focused because now this is your last year and you always want to do great. Now, what is your goal going into this season as a senior?
My number one goal is to bring home the state championship. We played hard. I think we was the best team in the state my senior year, but unfortunately we lost the sectional championship to ALN.
ALN, okay. Now, you mentioned that you wanted to go to state, which is of course the greatest accomplishment you could have. But how did your team fare that season as far as your record?
Oh, we did good. We had one of the best records in the MIC. We won the MIC conference. We won our conference. That was the first time in a while, so we accomplished a lot. We just didn't get over that hump sectionals.
Okay. Now you stated earlier that you got beat by ALN your junior year, senior year. Was there something about ALN that you guys just couldn't get over the hump?
No. My senior year we beat ALN. Every time we played them, we beat them like twice. It's just one of them games, one focus. Didn't come ready to play, and they gave it to us.
Okay. Now your junior year, you averaged 11 points a game, over 6 assists, and you mentioned to me that as a junior, you was the leader of the team. You was growing to be a vocal leader, and you managed all the personalities on the team. Now your senior year, what parts of your game improved from your junior season?
Just toughness. I got a lot of toughness about myself that came along with it. Just things like that.
All right. Now your season ended, on a disappointing note. You lost the sectional championship game against Lawrence North. Now it's time for the recruiting process. Give us your insights on what schools are recruiting you, what schools you wanted to go to, and what school you chose to go to, and why.
Well, I can say I was getting recruited by a couple D1 schools, North Carolina, Wilmington, some schools like that, Texas A&M, some D1, some D2s, and I was getting recruited by some junior colleges, which unfortunately I had to go to because of my grades. So
Okay.
that was one.
So what school you chose to go to?
I went to Danville, Illinois. They offered me a scholarship, and it was getting around that time to sign, and so they was there. I took them.
Okay, as you know, like you mentioned, during that time, a lot of players were going to schools, were getting close to crunch time. Give us your feelings and your emotions on truly going to junior college, because I'm sure, like myself and other athletes, you want to go to the best school possible. So how did you feel really going to Danville?
I mean, I felt a little disappointed, but I felt a little disappointed, but I had to make the best of every opportunity I get. So.
Okay. Now you're heading off to Danville Community College in Danville, Illinois. What did it do for you, first of all, leaving the city, Indianapolis, big city, growing city, and going to small Danville, Illinois?
It was a big change, big change. The fans was more better because it was a smaller place. So I don't know. I liked it pretty well.
Okay. So was you able to fit in with different diverse of people?
Yeah, I fit in fairly well. I made friends with everybody.